Good morning. Today we are going to see about the inheritance in Java. Okay, inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behaviors of a parent object. It is a very important part of the OOPS concept. The idea behind the inheritance in Java is that you can create the new classes that are built upon the existing class. When you inherit from the existing class, you can reuse the methods and fields of the parent class. Okay, there are the 2 points why we are using the inheritance for the method overriding, so the runtime polymorphism can be achieved, and we can use the code reusability. That are the 2 points for why we are using the inheritance. Okay, the terms used in the inheritance: the class is a group of objects which have common properties, and it is a template and the blueprint from the which objects are created. The next one is the subclass or child class, superclass or parent class. The subclass or child class is a class which inherits the other classes. It is also called a derived class, extended class, or child class. Okay, the superclass or parent class. The superclass is a class which where the subclasses inherits its features. Is also called a base class or the parent class. Okay, the reusability, as the name specifies, the reusability is a mechanism which facilitates you to reuse the fields methods of existing classes when you create the new one. Okay, this is the syntax of the inheritance: the class, subclass name which extends the superclass name. Here we are going to declare the method and field declaration. The extends the keyword which indicates that you are going to making the new class that derived from the existing class. The extends which is used to increase the functionality. Okay, here the programmer is the employee is a superclass, the programmer is a subclass. So we are going to extend here. See the example: the class employee, for the variable declaration, the salary is the 40,000. The next class, the class programmer, which extends the employee. That means the programmer is a subclass which extends a superclass of the employee. It has the bonus 10,000. Now we are going for the main class. From the main class, we are going to create the object for the subclass, that is called programmer. The programmer P is equal to new programmer. Here we are going to access the subclass variable or superclass variable. So we are going to access the P dot salary is a subclass variable, B dot bonus is the superclass variable. Okay, this is the example for the inheritance. The types of inheritance: the inheritance may be a single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. Okay, this is the example for the single inheritance: one base class, one derived class. Multi-level inheritance: one base class, one intermediate class, one is the derived class. For hierarchical inheritance, one base class, two or more derived classes. This is the example for the hierarchical inheritance. Multiple inheritance: there are the two parent class, one derived class. Okay, so here in the example for the single inheritance. Okay, when a class inherits the other class is known as the single inheritance. Okay, so now we are going to see the example for the single inheritance. Okay, the class which name is the animal, the class animal, it has only one method is called void eat. Okay, the second class dogs, which extends the animals. Here animal is the base class, dog is the derived class. Okay, here from the animal class we are having the eat method. From the dog class we are using the park. What of the method is called park. Okay, now we are going for the main class. Now we are going to create a object for the subclass. So dog d is equal to new dog of. It means the subclass which extends the superclass of the animal. Okay, here see the coding here. The class dog extends the animals. Okay, now we are going to create the object for the subclass. So d dot park we are going to access the subclass, d dot er we are going to access the superclass. Okay, so multi-level inheritance, the same one here using Here we are going to use the animal class, another one is the dog class, another one is the baby dog. The animal class is a base class, and dog class is the intermediate class, and baby dog is the final subclasses. Okay, so now we are going to use the object for the subclasses D. So D dot V pop we can access the subclass, B dot bark up we are using the intermediate class. Okay, thank you.